Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. I wanted to jump in and talk to you guys for 1 second. Let's see. Somebody asked me a question about an incident that happened a couple years ago when Yvette Carnell was using my YouTube channel. As you guys know, we used to work together, and she, the way we met was she asked me to share her articles on my platform, and I helped her build the Breaking Brown website. I have a lot of receipts on that. Over the years, put a lot of money in her pocket, a lot of financial support, probably $50,000 to $60,000. I think that's about the number. And I let her use my YouTube channel because she had a different point of view and a different perspective from me. But I felt that diversity of opinion is beneficial for the community. I don't think the black community benefits when everybody thinks alike. And so, anyway, so through the years, we worked together and we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff. And I was very disappointed in the way the relationship ended. But one interesting thing that did take place was there was a time when she did a video about Louis Farrakhan on my channel. Now I don't care what people say. People can say whatever the hell they want, but you got to be ready to defend your ideas. And so she did this video, and I felt that she was incredibly harsh toward the minister, and I had a problem with it because I support and respect Farrakhan. You guys have seen me talk about the nation and Farrakhan on many occasions, and that support has not changed. But here's the deal. So at that time, what happened was I was getting a lot of emails from brothers from the nation who were like, "How can you let this person come on your channel and say these things about the minister?" And basically, my position at that time, and I think the minister, I felt like he agreed with me on this, was freedom of speech. I believe that in our community we don't let women speak enough, and I said, well, she's got an opinion, but the best I can do is allow you to come into the channel and share your opinion too. So what I did was I reached out to Yvette and I said, let's do a debate. How about you come on one side, we'll bring a brother from the nation on the other, y'all debate it out. Well, the brothers from the nation were ready for that. They were fine with that. In fact, there was a young brother about 23 years old out of California. I forgot his name. I wish I could remember his name because he was a brilliant young guy. And I called Yvette and I said, Yvette, they're ready to debate you. Why don't you debate them? I said, if you're going to criticize Farrakhan, you got to be ready to defend your ideas. And she didn't want to do it. I felt that she was afraid. I felt that she felt intimidated by the fact that there was such a strong backlash to the remarks. And I said, look, if you're gonna go attack somebody like a Farrakhan, you got to be ready to defend your ideas. And she wouldn't do it. So I brought the brother from the nation on. He did a great job. You can go find all these videos. Go check them all out. And I remember getting a note from Yvette basically saying, something like, well, you just let him come in and say whatever he wanted. I said, yeah, well, I'll let you say whatever you wanted, and if you have an issue, why don't you debate him? And I felt that there was like a fear of confrontation, like a fear of direct debating. Like, I think it's easy if you're on a YouTube channel, you can just yell at the camera and everything else. But I think that when you're in a space with somebody who disagrees with you, who's going to challenge your ideas face to face, I don't know if she's comfortable in that setting or what it was. So what happened then was I went in Chicago, my place in Chicago. I lived right around the corner from Louis Farrakhan. So I walked over to the minister's house and I talked to him about it, And I will say this: I didn't know what to expect. I felt like he might be upset with me, but I stood my ground. At that time, Yvette was my friend, and since that time, we're not friends anymore. I feel that some of her behavior has been a little bit disconcerting. I've called her and texted her several times and tried to talk, but she, I guess people get upset, they don't want to talk anymore or whatever. But the door is always open. I mean, in fact, if she called me today, I'd answer the phone because I'm not threatened by speaking to her. But anyway, at that time, the first thing I said, well, I don't agree with what she said. I'm just gonna make that clear. I said, but she has a right to speak. And what really impressed the hell out of me was that Minister Farrakhan came back and said, you know, it's okay. He said, encourage her to speak. He said, I encourage you. He said, tell her to keep speaking. And in fact, one of the things the minister had taught me when we had sat together for about 2 or 3 hours one time at his house is he said, that he learns a lot from his critics. And am I that mature? I don't know yet. I don't know if I can be so, because sometimes some of the craziness is out of control. But I learned from that, and I was really impressed by his reaction, and I felt that you could critique an idea without attacking the person. You can talk about the fact that you disagree with Farrakhan without dismantling Farrakhan. And so if you want to know my direct opinion about the ADOS movement and everything else, my concern is that the ADOS movement is filled with lots of good people, who really believe in reparations for black people, and I'm one of those people. I'm, if ADOS is an American descendant of slaves, I am an American descendant of slaves. My great 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 grandfather's name was Boyce, and he got that name from his slave master, right? So I got receipts on that. But the thing is, when you look at the ADOS movement and the origins of it, you had Yvette Carnell attacking. She started attacking Farrakhan. She's attacked Dr. Claude Anderson. She's attacked, she calls people do-for-selfers if they're building black businesses or whatever, which I think is the craziest thing in the world. She attacks Pan-Africanists. It's like attack, attack, attack. And what you're really seeing, unfortunately, is a reflection of Yvette's very negative energy. Yvette, I don't think she's a happy person. I think that she's not happy with her life. I think that there's something in her soul. And if you even look at her face, like it's kind of a scowl, and it's kind of like she's very quick to go super negative on you. And I don't think that's the right energy for the movement. I think, and we've talked about this a lot, and I think it's worth discussing. And I think it's important to kind of confront this. It's like a virus, a psychological virus in the community. She's a very smart person, but the energy is very, very bad. And so I think that if you are looking to find reasons to fight with other black people, then you can find them. If you want to find reasons to divide yourself from other people, you can. If you want to find reasons to criticize other people, it's easy to do that. But what I think we have to do is really understand that it's important to get to a point where we're building with other people. Why not find something that you have in common with another person as opposed to finding something that you just hate about them? Why not, if you say that Jay Morrison's business is no good, well, build a better business, right? Because Jay's creating jobs. A lot of the people who criticize, or not even just Jay Morrison, whoever, right? Anybody who criticizes a black business, I ask them, are you creating jobs, or do you have to go work for the white man? Are you able to build wealth, or are you begging for donations on a YouTube channel? It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with that. It just means that that's not the best way to operate if you're trying to build real black power. Because we need our business owners, we need our leaders, we need our, we need its support from as many people as possible, as long as it doesn't dilute the cause. And I think that negative energy from Yvette Carnell and Tone is the type that just dilutes the cause. It's just so toxic, and I feel like I feel okay saying that because these two people benefited from me tremendously. I allowed them to use my YouTube channel, and if you look around, you look at people with big YouTube channels, whether it's Tariq Nasheed or anybody else, they don't usually just share their YouTube channels with other people. And I've done that in the past because I want the community to be exposed to a lot of ideas. I don't need you to like me. I don't need you to agree with everything I say. I'd rather have you hear from a lot of different perspectives so you can pick and choose the parts that you like. And I don't think people have to necessarily pick sides, but I think it's important to give the whole backstory and lay it all out there. Again, I was never an enemy to Yvette. I gave her tens of thousands of dollars. She never gave me a penny. I don't recall her ever writing me a check for anything. And we were friends. There were times where I had to pay her and I had no money left for me. And I don't know if you have any friends. I don't think I have a single friend who's ever written me a check for more than $1,000 or $2,000. But I've supported her tremendously, supported her career. A lot of people know her because they met her on my YouTube channel. Same thing with Tone. I used to let Tone use my channel. So when they built the ADOS movement, I was actually proud of the fact that I played a part in their success. And I think that this sort of anger and bitterness is a little bit misguided because, again, I don't recall anything they ever did in terms of things they gave me. They might say, well, we made videos for you. Well, I don't need people to make videos for me. You guys know I make 100 videos a week, so I don't need anybody to make videos for me. I share my platform because I said you're smart. I like the approach you take, and the best part about it was that her approach was different from mine. I wanted somebody who thought differently from me, so we can have diversity of perspective, so we can learn from all points of view. But somehow it went left. And once again, I told you guys, I've called and called and called. I've texted her a few times. No response, no response, no response. And the black community cannot grow. We cannot build if we are refusing to even talk to each other. And so that's my 2 cents on it. I did today. Today I had to I blocked Yvette from my YouTube channel because I was like, I don't need all this chaos. Like if you want to complain about things, then that should be ignored. That's childish. Show me what you're building. Show me what you're creating. Show me jobs that you're creating. Pastor Kevin Cosby, I think, was the host of the ADOS conference. I introduced Yvette to Kevin Cosby because I helped them build. I helped them create something. So, if you're going to attack someone, I guess attacking a person who did nothing for you is very different from attacking somebody who did far more for you than you ever did for them. Again, writing a few articles and things like that, I didn't need help with that. I can write articles very easily on my own. I can do videos on my own. I've worked with a lot of people because because I just wanted to support and partner with each other. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. That's my perspective on this issue, and I feel like it's important to hear another point of view. And then you can decide how you feel. If you still think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. I mean, I don't know what I did to earn that, but I'm not perfect, so maybe I am a piece of shit. But after you decide that I'm a piece of shit, I need you to challenge your leaders and ask them to be more accountable and to show you results, show you things that they're actually creating. Can they help you feed your children? Have they created a school to educate black kids? Have they put together a business that's helping the community eat? Because if people can't eat, then you can't win a revolution. So that's my 2 cents on it. I'm out of here, guys. Take care. Have a good day. And you can follow me on Instagram if you want to, The Real Boyce Watkins. Feel free to do that. And don't forget also the Black Business School. You can join for free if you want to get started there for free. So feel free to do that as well. I'm out of here, guys. Take care. Have a good day. Be good. Peace.